Episode number 306. Reload the muskets, Grimaud, said Athos, and we, gentlemen, will go on with our breakfast, and resume a conversation. Where were we? I recollect you were saying, said D'Artagnan, that after having demanded my head of the cardinal, Milady had quit the shores of France. Whither goes she? Added he, strongly interested in the route Milady followed. She goes into England, said Athos. With what view? With the view of assassinating, or causing to be assassinated, the Duke of Buckingham. D'Artagnan uttered an exclamation of surprise and indignation. But this is infamous, cried he. As to that, said Athos, I beg you to believe that I care very little about it. Now you have done, Grimaud, take a brigadier of pike, tie a napkin to it, and plant it on top of a bastion, that these rebels of Rothschild may see that they have to deal with brave and loyal soldiers of the king. Grimaud obeyed without replying. An instant afterward, the white flag was floating over the heads of the four friends. A thunder of applause saluted its appearance. Half the camp was at the barrier. How? Replied D'Artagnan. You care little if she kills Buckingham, or causes him to be killed. But the Duke is a friend. The Duke is English. The Duke fights against us. Let her do what she likes with the Duke. I care no more about him than an empty bottle. And Athos threw 15 paces from him an empty bottle, from which he had poured the last drop into his glass. A moment, said D'Artagnan. I will not abandon Buckingham thus. He gave us some very fine horses. And moreover, very handsome saddles, said Porthos, who at the moment wore on his cloak the lace of his own. Besides, said Aramis, God desires the conversion, and not the death of a sinner. Amen, said Athos, and we will return to that subject later, if such be your pleasure, but what for the moment engaged my attention most earnestly, and I am sure you will understand me, D'Artagnan, was the getting from this woman a kind of carte blanche, which she had extorted from the cardinal, and by means of which she could with impunity get rid of you, and perhaps of us. But this creature must be a demon, said Porthos, holding out his plate to Aramis, who was cutting up a fowl. And this carte blanche, said D'Artagnan, this carte blanche, does it remain in hands? No, it passed into mine. I will not say without trouble, for if I did I should tell a lie. My dear Athos, I shall no longer count the number of times I am indebted to you for my life. Then it was to Gotha that you left us? Said Aramis. Exactly. And you have that letter of the cardinal? Said D'Artagnan. Here it is, said Athos, and he took the invaluable paper from the pocket of his uniform. D'Artagnan unfolded it with one hand, whose trembling he did not even attempt to conceal. To read.